Today's guide is to help you know a little bit more about what items are worth looting in Starfield. When I first started playing, I was really confused because all of the POIs and areas are so decorated with so many different things that you could just pick up, and some of them I sort of assumed would be useful even though they actually aren't. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of the things to look out for when you're looking at items. Anything that's got like some sort of damage on it and it's a weapon type, you know, it could be useful to pick up and sell or use for yourself. We have rare weapons. When you look at it, you'll have this little preview show up and you'll see the rarity of it. If it's just no rarity, it'll just be gray like this, and if it is a rare rarity, it'll be kind of like a teal blue like this with 1 star. We have epic, which is 2 stars and it's purple, and then we have legendary, which is 3 stars and kind of this gold like this. Then we have apparel. Apparel also has stats, so it's pretty easy to figure out what is considered apparel and what is not. We also have packs, which also has stats. These are throwables, so you can see a little damage icon, so you know that's something that's worth picking up. And aid items will always have some sort of dots down here that kind of tell you what it does. So when you're just glancing at something, you can quickly see if it treats something, or down here like a better description of what it's useful for when consumed. And then there's notes. These ones are a little bit harder to kind of pick out, but generally speaking they look like this. They can have like lore stuff, or some of them can even hint to like things that might be cool to explore. Like this one has a secret outpost, so if you like were to open this, you can kind of see like some hints about a secret outpost. Maybe you can go there and explore it, see what's in store for you. And then there's also these magazines, kind of like similar to Fallout. There's a bunch of these little pages in magazines that will say something about permanently. That's kind of the keyword I look for. So I'll like quickly be scanning loot, reading, kind of just skimming descriptions, and right here I see this one says permanently, and then I would scan this one and see permanently, so I'd pick it up. These are good to have. Next I want to talk about is resources. So this is where I got really confused, because I would look at an item like duct tape and be like, oh, I'm gonna need this duct tape to like maybe craft something in the future, because I'm so used to playing Fallout 4 and like Fallout 76. But duct tape in this game is actually useless in terms of like a mechanical like game point perspective. So unless the item actually says like some sort of rarity in the first keyword, and then it says that it's a component, it's gonna not be used for anything crafting related. So right here, common component, boom, pick that up. We have uncommon component, pick that up. The components also have different rarities, so there's common, which will be unmarked like this, and then there is gonna be rare, which has 2 purple stars or shapes, I guess. And then we have uncommon, which has 1 blue icon right there. We have unique, which is 4 green icons right there. Exotic, which is 3 orange or like gold icons up there. So that's kind of how you know if it's an actual crafting component to loot. You'll see some of them aren't marked, but they'll still have the keyword. So like this one is an uncommon component. It doesn't have the uncommon icon, but it is still something that can be used. So as soon as I enter a new area, and I'm a loot goblin, so I like to look at all the loot that I could possibly get, the first thing I'll do is just start with my sensor. Since I'm on PC using mouse and keyboard, sensor for me is F, and I just start looking at stuff. And right here, like you can see the little med pack preview. For this sort of item, as soon as I see the dots on the bottom, restores 4% health, I'm like, okay, I'm down for that, I pick it up. You would think, oh, dumbbell, maybe I could pick up this dumbbell and scrap it down into some sort of other material like Fallout, but that's not the case for this game. So like these dumbbells, I would just leave them. They're not going to be useful for anything. The scanner is also really good at highlighting any containers, so that'll kind of tell you what you can look inside of. Another item to note is digipicks. They don't have any description for some reason telling you that it's important other than the name itself, but digipicks are pretty much lockpicks in this game, so those are always good to grab. So you saw what the stolen icon was, and this is what contraband looks like. Another thing to look out for is sometimes there are going to be items similar to the digipick where it's like not marked by any sort of keywords, is keycards and that sort of thing. So you see security keycard, if you pick this up it probably unlocks something, but it's kind of hard to tell that this is actually something useful to pick up. Hop in this new room, pop the scanner, look around, you can see like there's some stuff on the shelf here, something on the floor. Wrench, this is just a random old wrench. But over here we have this wire spool, which I was like, oh, this is probably useful, like a crafting component, but it's actually not. Next to it we have magnet. There's no icon for this one except for the Solon icon, but there is gonna be common component keywords. So this is something that you could take and it would be used for crafting. Same thing here, we have another common component. And you would think that this tape might be useful, but it's actually not either. And like something like the circuit board, I thought, you know, might be useful for crafting, because like who wouldn't need a circuit board for something? But this is also not a crafting component or anything useful. In these lockers, we got ammo, we got clothes, we got food. This one is 8% persuasion chance, so that might be useful. This one, extra jump height and stuff, so that's also something useful. So I'd probably grab those. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.